this other. I just want to give an example from the very beginning of this debate meeting. I remember people are staying a little bit away from each other, and I remember hearing some words in some languages. People were more close to each other. That could be a friendship or not. But again, at the end of the day, people feel closer to the ones who are coming from their own countries. And if you're talking about, if the opposition team is planning to talk about complex identities, I think, for example, such religion, etc., no matter if there are sectarian differences or maybe in Ukraine and Russian example, they can be coming from even the same sect of Christianity. At the end of the day, people are going to stick with their national identities in times of crisis. And I believe that we believe that it's a solid thing that needs to be tackled. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Oya. Thanks a lot for your speeches. And now we move to the first debater of the opposition team. So Patricia, the same for you. You have 2 minutes from the moment you start to speak. The floor is yours.
Okay. First of all, I want to say that Oya is only talking about extreme, because she's talking about the extreme nationalism and only extremist people. So I think this is not the point to discuss if extremist nationalism or extremist globalization, only if globalization or nationalism could be better, one of or the other one. So also I want to say that we cannot stop to listen about local commerce, and you have to buy your food, you have to buy your things, you have to empower your local economy, because maybe globalization is giving us all these bad things, no? We cannot stop to listen things about environment. We have to take care about our environment, and globalization also is a risk for our environment, because we cannot stop to see how the pollution is increasing, because that, as I said before, globalization is one of the most powerful tool for make war and terrorism in the world. And this is the reason because all the countries have to take refugees, because these people are dying in the context of globalization, because people doesn't respect their nationalism. People start to think that some countries are better than other countries, and this is the reason because they only want to destroy all the borders and make only one word. In which country do you live? I don't know. I live only in the world. So this is maybe a bad point, no, about globalization. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Patricia. And now we move to the last two debaters for the closing speech, for the closing speeches of their team. So we have Claudia and Lucerita. First one will be Claudia as second debater of the proposition team. So Claudia, the floor is yours for 2 minutes for the closing speech.
Is it starting?
Yeah. You can go.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I wanted to say that we are not talking about extreme cases at all, actually, because every single European country, you would see right-hand parties increasing a lot, and especially I want to quote the sentence of the Prime Minister of Hungary, Orban. He said that the victory of nationalist party was the opportunity to defend themselves, defend Hungarian, and to defend the country against Europe that has a mixed population and no sense of identity. Is it really true? Is it really true, since Europe was an identity even before being European Union, like economic identity? So that I don't think we are talking about extreme cases at all. So it's everyday stuff. And about globalization, I also want to say, since you told me, it is not the first reason of war and terrorism, because we can see this stuff even in one country itself. So I don't want to go in details in this, but we can see it like inside like one country and its minorities, like in Turkey. And this is not depending on globalization, of course. So I think, yes, that national identities as ideology, they are really dangerous to empower intolerance and to even increase fear against like fears of the other, and this is really risky for everything. And that's pretty much all. Okay, thank you so much.
And thank you very much, Claudia. And now we gives the floor to Lucerita for the closing speech of the opposition team. So Lucerita, the floor is yours for 2 minutes.
Okay. Thank you so much, Jacopo. So I would like to answer to the first speech and about the HoN experience. So I think that it's not connected with when people are ashamed about their own country. It's not because they want to, they are not feel that they came from this country. They are not scared. They just don't agree with the politics, which doesn't mean that it's against the nationalism. Nationalism in this way is good because it gives national borders where as a group can rule themselves as they want, as they please. It also preserves culture and provides a social stability. And also the concept of identities is not, it doesn't exist before Europe. It doesn't exist before the new idea of nation, actually, because before it was totally different. I mean, in terms of history and in terms of culture. And moreover, I agree on the fact that most of the nations right now, they are a mix of culture. But most of the nationalism right now, they are not against this mix of culture. For example, Italy, we can say that there is a lot of nationalism, but we have also a lot of mixture. For example, on the borders or on the south, with people comes from other countries, and we are not against them in historical way. I mean, in historical way. The same thing for the United States. There is no American. Americans are Mexican, Spanish, Italian, and they created the nations on all those countries, on those roots. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thanks a lot, Lucerita. And now let's move back to the common screen. Thanks to all of you for your contribution. So before any comment, not to influence the judges, I will make a private room for them, and they will have 8 minutes, please. One moment. Okay, so Burak and Esmeralda, you should receive a link for Burak and Esmeralda. They will have 8 minutes for the evaluation. Okay, and now judges are not here, so we can comment without influencing them. So yeah, as I was saying, from my side, really congratulations. It was really impressive, your preparation for this debate. So I think it was really high quality debate. But I would like to now to give the floors to the two observers, Umay and Gabriele, and I would like to ask them their overall impression about the debates, not only on the contents of the debates, because as you know, the contents do not necessarily even represent the personal ideas of the debaters, but I would like to ask also about the process of the debate, about the preparation when you were in the private room, and mostly an overall feedback. What is their impression of the event? So I would like to give the floor to Umay first.
Okay. Hello, thank you all of you. And I think it was a nice debate. You really did good. Like most of you said that it's gonna be your first debate, but you really got over your feelings and you really did well. I appreciate you. And for me, I'm excited now. Okay, I think you should support your argument more with the samples. This is what I'm thinking, but it's okay. You have limited time also. And I was with the special room with Lucerita and Patricia. I was listening them, and it also during the debate I observed that they can guess about their next steps, and they were talking with the how can I say, they can guess their next steps, and they were in a I don't know the word. It's okay, but you got me, I think. So
No,
it was nice.
Umay, I'm not sure I get you. You mean the next step of the other team? Okay. So there was a very good mutual understanding.
Yes. So it was nice. So that's all from me.
Okay, thank you very much. And I hope also you get an idea about the virtual debate. So in case next time you would like to be debater, it will be,
for sure.
Very nice. We have to thank so much all the volunteers, the members of SNG, System and Generation, because we spread the call and just Oya register out of System and Generation. So yeah, we have to thank our team, let's say, for making this event possible. And now let's move to Gabriele. Gabriele, please share with us.
Okay. So guys, I'm really glad to have participated like observer in this debate. It was really interesting. I really like the way that the two sides of the debate approach to the topic in a, I think, wide and interesting way, with a lot of example that can open this debate also more about a topic that is really big, but they catch some point really important in my opinion, and this gave really good I don't know how to express. The debate was really well done in my opinion. And another thing that I noticed about, for example, Claudia and Oya, well, they were preparing. It was I felt a kind of connection between them, um, connection like humans, but also like preparation. And I think this gave her the opportunity to take this process in a really good way. And so I'm really happy to that I heard this debate. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thanks a lot, Gabri. Thank you so much to our observers for their feedback. So it's nice that both of you underline this connection in the teamworks. So it was nice, I guess, to collaborate. And I would like to ask you: was there any of you that was among the debaters that was not standing for her personal ideas? So like maybe you were pro, but actually you will think personally you will think con, or vice versa. And if yes, was it challenging for you?
Yes, I guess I might start. I really would love to be in the opposition team because I believe that I think we had this advantageous position because people who are engaged in these Erasmus virtual exchanges, etc., they believe in or maybe they're following certain virtues, and our motion, I guess, was a little bit aligned with that. So I really would love to challenge myself to think the opposite way. So I really want to congratulate my friends. I don't know what their personal opinions are, but really it was eye-opening and it was so provoking to hear their arguments. So, but I really would love to be challenged because I normally personally believe what I said. So the opposition would be more interesting. So I really wonder how it was for them.
Thank you. So we give the question to them, to Lucharita and Patricia. Please, Luci.
Okay, so for me it was a little. Okay, for me it was a little bit challenged, this debate, because it for me it could be easier in the other side. But I would like to say that it was really interesting because thanks to this side, I had the opportunity to think about the good thing of nationalism. So, and I discovered a lot of good things actually. So it was good. I think that even if it's in a short term, gave me a lot of knowledge that I didn't have before, honestly.
This is in fact one of the main outcomes of these virtual debate events, that it's supposed to open up our ideas, because especially when you stand in the position that do not represent your personal ideas, then you have the chance to see from another perspective different phenomena, so you can get enlightened by the other perspective. So thanks a lot. Our judges are back, but I would like to give the chance also to Patricia and Claudia if they would like to share something.
To listen about like the other opinion. And personally, I cannot say I'm pro or contra, like against the thesis or like whatever. I think there's some good points in one side and some good points in the other side, and vice versa. So it was interesting.
Okay, thank you so much, Claudia. Patri, would you like to share as well?
Yes. I have to say that at the beginning I didn't like nationalism at all, because in Spain we have a really huge problem with Catalonia, and it's only because that the extreme is nationalist. So yes, but I think the same as Lucerita, once you start to thinking a little bit about the good points, you can find something good. So yes, and also you can find something bad about globalization. So yes, it was interesting for this.
Okay, very nice. So I really hope it gives to all of us some new perspectives on the phenomena of national identities. And now we have just 5 minutes left. So the floor goes to the judges. Judges, did you reach your verdict? Could you?
Yes, Burak, please.
Okay.
Do you want me to announce in the beginning or at the end?
May I ask? I would like first if you give like an evaluation that for the both of you, if you could speak on behalf of both of you, like what were your consideration of both team, and then you could announce the winning team.
Okay. For me, the first team was good on argumentation and role fulfillment and style and intercultural dimension. They had good arguments with structures, and they clarified their claim. They put something new, and anyway, it's not that difficult for that team to defend that idea, because you know you got it, I think, but also they could answer to the other team's argumentation, and also they had examples from intercultural cultural dimension. So maybe they were a bit weak on argumentation because it's hard to find it. Yeah, I think like that. Do you want to say something, Esmeralda?
Yes, more or less without repeating what you said, I found the proposition team more fluent in their arguments and using the international intercultural dimension, cases and voting. So I think we played a bit with this to give some more points, let's say, on this part. But the second, the other team, the opposition team was also fluent in rebattling, especially. So yeah, more or less this. For me, actually, in the beginning, I'd like to comment that Oya was a bit confusing in the beginning, but then she came to the point.
Yeah.
And yes, just these comments for use of time. The both of groups, they were okay, using the right, the voice, intonation, and was in general was okay. So Burak, can you give the final result?
Okay, me and Esmeralda's point in average, it's like pro has 63 and from 70, and opposition has 56 in average. Congrats.
So proposition team, Oya and Claudia wins.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, we already, while you were doing your evaluation, also we had a discussion with the observers and with each of the debater. So we won't repeat, but anyway, it was let's say successful for all of them. They enjoyed the preparation and widening a bit the perspective on this phenomena of national identities. Also, very positive feedback from the observers and from my side personally. It was really remarkable, the preparation, especially thinking of the short time we had at disposal, the short time the debaters had at disposal, because yesterday in Turkey WhatsApp was blocked. I wanted to share some. Yeah, it was really hard to work, let's say, in this condition, because actually yesterday early afternoon I wanted to share more information, but WhatsApp was totally blocked. But anyway, really, you made an amazing job. I have been moderating at least 50 debates, so I guess I have some experience to say that it was really high quality debate, really remarkable. Also, considering the fact that for almost all of you except Oya and maybe Patricia, I think it was the first time debating, so this is also to be underlined. We thank you very much for your support, for your time, and also I would like to say that if you would like, you can receive a certificate from us, certificate of attendance in this debate. So for those that are already in the building, because many of us are already in the same building, if you want, just come and we can sign the certificate. And Oya and Burak and Esmeralda, whenever you want to visit us.
Yes, I'm looking forward
to offices. Where are the offices?
It's Nejati Bey Caddesi, 1917. I will send you the location, Esmeralda.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Very kind of you.
By the way, may I say just something?
Yes.
I just want to say that in such virtual exchanges, it's all about growth, and I want to thank Esmeralda for her feedback that I was confusing at the beginning. these, let's say, such open and vivid feedbacks really help us a lot. So thank you so much. I know that I can talk a lot sometimes, so thank you so much for this feedback. This is really
it's okay. If
Yeah.
I can add something, I also told to Burak, because we both agreed that at one moment you were just keeping the track of one argument, but with a different word, and I told to him that it's better when you keep being fluent, defending one argument rather than stacking. So it was a good point. It's a plus for you.
Thank you so much. So I'm so happy to be a part of this exchange, and I'm looking forward to meeting you guys in the building, I think on Tuesday or something.
Okay, thank you very much. So it's time to close. Also, our volunteers now, they will have their language courses, so it's really, we want to thank them very much, because
Okay.
Thank you very much, everyone.
their time out of the service. Thanks a lot. See you. Bye bye.
See you guys.